This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the CEO of Heliostar Metals, Mr. Charles Funk. Charles, I would ask you how you are, but I sense that you're well.
I'm doing very well, as you can imagine, with this news.
Well, let's get right into it. The stock was halted a few days ago. We got news yesterday, later in the evening time. Let me read the headline. Spectacular results, right? Heliostar drills 3.05 meters of 88.3 grams per ton gold. This follows a release a few weeks back that was also extremely positive. I would love for you to provide some context on the results. Phenomenal numbers. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you very much, and got a very good reaction until we ran into the Fed buzzsaw later in the day.
You're not alone, Charles. You're not alone.
No, this result is quite transformational for us. In fact, to use a buzzword for the Fed, I think the current reaction to the Fed is transitory, and real results and real gold projects will continue on. And so what it means for us is, we've clearly had a strategy of increasing that high-grade resource at the Unga project, and these results give us an entire new zone. The two holes hit over 500 metres apart, have excellent grade, have multiple intersections, so there's multiple parallel veins. And the story is that this was Alaska's first underground gold mine. The Apollo mine operated from 1886 to 1922. And the old timers made a lot of money and were very profitable. They produced 130,000 ounces at 10 grams per tonne. But they ran into a problem. As they got deeper, they started getting base metals with the gold, and that's what happens in these systems. And for at the time with the technology, they couldn't recover the gold from the base metals. Whereas with flotation, that's been industry standard for 75 years, that's really straightforward. And so that's represented an amazing opportunity. We've been able to walk up to an old gold mine and drill where the old timers told you that there was ore. With a 100-year break and over a 100-fold increase in the gold price. It's an incredible opportunity.
You've made it pretty clear privately and publicly that you believe that the fully funded program can demonstrate and outline a resource of over 1 million ounces of gold, right? You're currently at around 384,000 inferred ounces at 13.8 grams per ton gold. This has to really, the results have to really encourage you as it relates to meeting that 1 million ounce number and likely more from the looks of it.
Yeah, this is an amazing district. We've talked about it offline. It's a huge area of alteration and veining. It's got porphyry targets, bulk tonnage targets, high-grade vein targets. And so we think ultimately we could have a multi-million ounce district, but we know we have to walk before we can run. So if we can demonstrate 1 million ounces on these higher probability targets, I was telling everyone they were high probability targets. I'm glad we said that because we were stepping out from either old mines or open intersections. It wasn't high-risk wildcat exploration. And so we know if we can deliver 1 million ounces, if we can deliver the framework with this program and then drill it off with the next program, that's going to lead to a considerable re-rate and make a lot of money for our investors. And then it allows us to do the environmental baseline work, the permitting, and everything we need to do to put Unga back into production, but also then grow off and show the full size potential of the district. So it was a very clear strategy of ours to do what makes sense in a timeline perspective and to unlock some real value immediately. And then that'll be the stepping stone to minimize dilution and unlock the whole district.
You've executed very well. You mentioned how big the district is. The Apollo Sitka trend itself is over 2 kilometers long, and you've only tested, I think it's 725 meters of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. If you look at if you look at our corporate presentation or visit our website, you can see this old long section that we showed that the old timers drew. They didn't have drill rigs, so they physically sunk shafts and drove tunnels and blocked out these zones of mineralization. They're not compliant from a modern sense, but we use them as a guide. And so we wouldn't have touched, 20% of that whole area, either at depth or along strike. So that's why we're so excited about Apollo. It's a huge footprint to explore.
Well, congrats again, Charles. I don't want to get into the other projects, but I'll give you the opportunity to do so because I don't want to steal the spotlight from the phenomenal results, right? Anything else to add to the activity and everything going on with the portfolio?
No, I think let's reinforce what we've delivered here. We've got 27 holes drilled already. We've only got results from the first 4 of those. We're drilling 2 other targets at the Unger project to expand the resource at SH1. And actually our VPX's favourite target is Aquila. So watch for news flow over the next few months. It's nice to be able to deliver news when most companies are just mobilising in Alaska. That's the real advantage that working in the Aleutian Islands gives us.
Again, brilliant execution. Thanks again, Charles.
Thanks, Gerardo. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Chat soon.